Running enthusiasts from the Orion area started off the new year on the right foot as they took part in the 20th annual New Year's Resolution Run in downtown Lake Orion. The Chamber of Commerce introduced their new executive director and said goodbye to the outgoing director during a recent breakfast meeting. The Lake Orion community came out to celebrate the retirement of Police Chief Jerry Narsh during a huge party at 313 Pizza Bar. Elvis Presley would have turned 85 on January 8th. The Orion Center celebrated with a luncheon and a special musical guest. Hello everyone, I'm Stacy Calloway. I'll have those stories and more on this edition of ONTV News. A new year means new resolutions and hopes for self-improvement. Recently, a group of runners vowed to start the year on the right foot by taking part in a chilly 5K race. On the morning of New Year's Day 2020, more than 200 runners and walkers checked in at Fork and Pint in downtown Lake Orion prior to the start of the 20th annual New Year's Resolution Run. Some of the participants wore crazy costumes, including this bunch dressed like Elvis. At race time, it was 26 degrees with some snow and ice on the ground. The participants gathered at the starting line on Lapeer Street, and at 10 a.m., the race was underway.
Good luck, everybody!
Take part in this effort.
I think it's mostly the Lake Orion tradition. A lot of what goes on here are people from the Lake Orion, Oxford, Oakland Township, Rochester area, and for them it's just an annual event that they just love to do as a family with friends and youngsters.
You get a kick out of seeing people in costume. And
oh yeah. There's always a history to this race when the Lake Orion track alumni get together, figure out a theme that they want to do, and they all dress up for that theme. So that's something I think everybody looks forward to.
It was the second year the race was organized by Hanson's Running Shop. The course took runners and walkers through Lake Orion neighborhoods before crossing the finish line on Broadway Street. Those running the 5K course had to complete 2 laps. Crossing the finish line first were twin brothers Zachary and Ian Prohaska. The Lake Orion natives finished side by side with a time of 17:05. Although they've taken part in the Resolution Run many times, it was the first time they finished first.
We're very proud, born and raised Lake Orion boys, and we ran for Stan Ford,
who lives just down the way right here. So we used to get together at his house during the summer and get together and run all the time. So
we have a lot of happy memories here running.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Well done. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you very much. Lake Orion grad here.
Yeah. So we just love coming here every year to run. It's great.
Hanson's, they do a great job. There was some freezing rain last night, so the course was slippery in some spots, but you could tell they made quite a bit of an effort to make sure that it was clear. You look at the roads just adjacent to where we were running, and you could tell it could have been much, much worse. You can tell they put a lot of work into making the course good today, so very, very much appreciated. And I think that's what keeps people coming out year after year. This race keeps getting bigger. So.
The first female to finish was Dot McMain, who was right behind the brothers and finished with a time of 17:07. All participants received a medal at the finish line. Proceeds generated from registration fees benefited Friends of the Village of Lake Orion Parks. The new year brings some major changes for the Orion Area Chamber of Commerce. At the first breakfast meeting of the year, the Chamber introduced its new executive director while saying goodbye to its outgoing leader. In the morning of Thursday, January 9th, Chamber members, board, and staff gathered in the Orion Center for the Chamber's January breakfast. At the meeting, Board President Grant Fodor recognized outgoing Executive Director Kim Urbanowski, who announced she was stepping down from the position she held since March of 2016.
A humongous thank you from the staff, from the Board of Directors, from the Executive Board, from these lovely members. We are absolutely going to miss you. You have been awesome. We're excited for what's next. Anything you want to say?
I'm going to miss you all too, and I'm not going to cry this time because... Oh, you're getting ready for me. No, actually, I do want to say there are a lot of really big changes this year in the board and the staff, obviously, And so I hope that you guys are as excited as I am to see where this goes. And I think that our new director is going to be phenomenal.
Fodor then talked about the challenge of finding a candidate to replace Kim Urbanowski. The chamber received approximately 25 applications, and it was up to the board to narrow that down to 5. After multiple interviews, it was announced that Noelle Champagne was selected to serve as the new executive director.
We're extremely excited. We are really happy to bring Noelle in. You all know her. She's been part of the chamber now for 8 months, almost a year.
11 months.
11 months now, I'm being told. She was absolutely the right person to be hired. She had a really strong resume, which she's going to talk to us about. You're all comfortable with her. She's an alpha. I love that. She gets right in the driver's seat. So, without further ado, your new executive director, Miss Noelle Champagne.
Noelle is a native of Grass Valley, California, where she gained experience working with nonprofits, including a 3.5-year stint with PBS. She came to Michigan 2.5 years ago and began serving as the Chamber's Membership Services Coordinator in February of 2019.
I think the things that I'm most excited about with this coming year in the Chamber is having it be a year of growth with new special events, with training seminars, reaching out to our targeted networking groups for home-based businesses and nonprofits, our expos, and really highlighting everything that the Orion business community has to offer to make this a beautiful place to live and a place where living is a vacation.
Noelle hits the ground running with monthly networking opportunities, the upcoming Women in Business Conference scheduled for March 19th at Canterbury Village, and the Chamber's Healthy Body, Healthy Mind Expo on April 25th at the Orion Center. For more information about membership and upcoming events, you can call 248-693-6300 or visit orionareachamber.com. Many in the Lake Orion community were caught by surprise when it was announced on Facebook on November 13th that Police Chief Jerry Narsh would be retiring from the Lake Orion Police Department and had accepted the position of police chief for the village of Holly. His last official act as chief was driving the department's 1941 Ford police car in the Orion lighted Christmas parade. On the evening of Friday, January 10th, the Lake Orion community, including many friends and family, arrived at 313 Pizza Bar in the village to celebrate the retirement of former police chief Jerry Narsh. During a brief ceremony, State Representative John Riley read a proclamation thanking him for his years of service, and Village Manager Joe Young presented Narsh with a plaque featuring all of his badges from throughout his career.
Probably the most humbling day of my career and of my life, to have all of my friends, everybody from Lake Orion here. It's an affirmation of the love I think I've given them, they've given back. And this has been my life. My dreams is to be a Lake Orion police officer, and luckily I've achieved that. And it was an honor to serve for 38 years and to move on. And it's an incredible honor, Joe, to have you here on TV and to have all of my friends here as well tonight.
Jerry Narsh.
A Waterford native, Narsh came to Lake Orion in 1981 as a reserve police officer with the Lake Orion Police Department. He went to the police academy in 1982 and joined the force that same year. He served as lieutenant from 1995 until he became the police chief in 2001, replacing the retiring James Leach. On November 20th of 2019, he was sworn in as Holly's newest police chief. Narsh beat out 22 candidates vying to replace Michael Story, who resigned in August.
I've had the privilege of serving 19 years as chief, so it's not new to be a chief, but it is new to be a chief in the community of Holly. And it's a beautiful town. They're wonderful. They've been very welcoming. The officers are very talented professionals, so it's moving into a new community with a very familiar zone. And I'm trying to blend those two things together. It's an exciting challenge. Obviously, I miss my crew at Lake Orion. I miss my hometown. But we still live here. We're not leaving Lake Orion. But it's an exciting challenge. I love the Holly community and what they're doing for me. They're very warm and welcoming, and it's been a rewarding move.
Despite working in Holly, Narsh has no plans to move from his home in the village of Lake Orion. As a matter of fact, he was recently appointed to fill a vacancy on Village Council and attended his first meeting on Monday, January 13th.
Bradley Matheson.
Here.
Raymond Hammond.
Here.
Douglas Hobbs.
Here.
John Randville.
Here.
Teresa Rutt. Here. Jerry Narsh.
Here.
There is a quorum.
I wanted to stay a part of the Lake Orion community. That was important to me. I've been here for 38 years, and I wanted to bring that history of all of the laws and ordinances to the community and keep that on council. This is my passion, it's my home, and the opportunity arose in a very unique way. I saw that opportunity and I thought, you know what, I think that's a sign that I should stay in that capacity. So I'm honored that they have selected me for that.
Just that it's exciting and a wonderful opportunity to be on this side as opposed to that side of the podium from staff. But as discussed here this evening and by the agenda tonight, there's so many things affecting the village going forward. It's our community. They're not always easy things to debate and discuss, but they can be done civilly, and I think we can come together and do amazing things for an amazing community, and that's what the village of Lake Orion is. And I'm just very happy to be a part of this process. Thank you.
We here at ONTV would like to wish Jerry Narsh the best of luck as he begins this new chapter in his career, and we look forward to seeing him around Lake Orion. Elvis Presley passed away on August 16, 1977 at the age of 42. Had he lived, he would have celebrated his 85th birthday on January 8th. His birthday was celebrated all over the world, including a special event right here in Lake Orion. On Thursday, January 9th, approximately 40 seniors filled an Orion Center banquet room for a luncheon to celebrate what would have been Elvis's 85th birthday.
We had a lunch first, so they got to eat some of Elvis's favorite foods, which was great. We had the peanut butter sandwich with bacon, peanut butter and banana bacon. We had some hound dogs, some barbecue chips, coleslaw, because he was from Mississippi, so some southern cuisine, and Pepsi, which was his favorite soda to drink.
Following lunch, Elvis Presley tribute artist Ron Short entertained the crowd, performing many of Elvis's biggest hits.
Will that would be around you every night. Run your fingers through my hair, cuddle me real tight. Oh, that would be ready. Oh, teddy bear.
What do you want an audience to experience when you're out there performing?
Just the great fun feelings that Elvis used to leave with the people and memories. It seems to bring back great memories and just smiles, sometimes tears. And just fun. I've been told some people say they felt like they've seen Elvis, even though they haven't. But Elvis there's only one Elvis. He was great. I'm just fortunate I get to be able to bring back some of those memories.
Ron travels around the country performing as Elvis, Neil Diamond, Johnny Cash, and others. He was recently named Entertainment of the Year by the village of Clarkston. We asked him to explain Elvis's popularity more than 40 years after his passing.
The way he portrayed everything was a fun, great fun words. It was not, you get a variety of songs and things nowadays that have different meanings. And Elvis was one of those that just, I don't know what it was, certain songs meant things to different people. And also his look, he had that something, no matter if he moved his little finger. He just had that,
For more information, visit ronshortentertainment.com. You can also find him on Facebook. The next major event on the calendar is the Township's Community Garage sale on Friday, March 6th, followed by the Toy and Comic Expo on Saturday, March 7th. For more information, call 248-391-0304, extension 3500, or visit orionparks.com. Between the holiday season and the post office food drive in the spring, the shelves at the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry can get a little bare. That's why ONTV plans its annual food drive in February, and it's coming up quickly. ONTV will be hosting its 10th annual $5 or $5 food drive on Saturday, February 8th at the Orion Center from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Residents who come to the ONTV studio to drop off $5 or 5 non-perishable food items will receive a raffle ticket that can be used to win a wide variety of prizes donated by local businesses. The more you drop off, the more tickets you can earn.
Well, this being our 10th 10th anniversary food drive to support Oxford Orion Fish. We're really excited as always, but the 10th has just something special to it. So we're trying to up the ante for all the donations from the community to 10,000 pounds. Usually our goal is 6,000, but this year we upped it to 10,000 pounds in honor of our 10th anniversary. Community has already responded with raffle prizes. They're coming in by the bunches. We're having new sponsors this year, new collection partners. So every year it just seems to grow and grow, and we're really excited for our 10th.
The food drive will air live on local cable TV and will feature entertainment as well as interviews and video clips. The food drive benefits the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry, which experiences a bit of drought between the holidays and the post office food drive in May. Recently, representatives of the food pantry visited the ONTV studio to talk about what the food drive means to the organization.
Absolutely. We always get very excited when we know this food drive is coming up because we have our school food drive in November, and by then we're pretty much in need of food. And that was a wonderful food drive, and so that's been on our shelves. Now we're coming down a little bit on some of their products, and I said this is just a wonderful experience that we can have this food drive.
Just
and you
in
always
time.
do so well, and it's an exciting day.
ONTV is looking for local businesses to act as a drop-off location or to donate raffle prizes. To get involved or for more information, you can call 248-393-1060 or visit orionontv.org. And with that, we'll wrap up this edition of ONTV News. On behalf of the hardworking ONTV News team, I'm Stacy Calloway. Thanks for watching.